The night skies looked threatening the day before the epic journey would begin. But by that morning, the skies had cleared. Their journey could begin. They arrived and boarded the. I don't know why I'm talking like this. So we got there that morning, got on a boat, and it was cool. And we headed out for our trip. I really want to thank Jay and Morgan for just being a real awesome host, taking us on this trip and us getting out there and learning what it was all about. And we're hoping next time we go, it's, well, let's just say we catch more than sea bass. But you know what? The sea bass are delicious. That's what's for dinner tonight, actually. We all went into this knowing that, the water temperature was pretty warm, and it was going to be pretty tough finding fish out there. But I gotta say, these guys don't give up. They worked their butts off that day, and we just had a slam of time no matter what. But we know what to do for next time, so nobody's fault that the fish was bad. It was a beautiful day, and I think fish just like crappy weather. I don't know. Getting on the boat, none of us really knew what to expect, so we got on there and kind of looked around, and I cleaned off some of the rain off the windshield, and we kind of took our positions. Didn't really know what to do about sitting anywhere, but we were going to figure it out. And Jay was cool. He took it easy on us for the first time out through the sound to get out to bridge there. It was coming up on the Indian River Inlet there. And once we got through there, though, he opened it up. And then we got to feel what it was like to get pounded pretty hard, but it was awesome. We were loving it. So once we got up on plane, we were cruising along pretty good. Everybody found their comfy spots. You had these big beanbag chairs you could sit in. Girls were loving that. That was definitely comfortable. I was sitting up top with Jay at the start of things, and we cruised for about an hour out. We were gonna go find some mahi spots to keep you of. We got out there, and there were people all over the place already. So we decided just to fish for sea bass. We all got loaded up with bait and everything, and man, we started nailing them right away. We were all catching them one after another. Unfortunately, I didn't get, for some reason, any video of that, but that's what we did when we started. And we got tired of that after a while, and then we packed up there and cruised out to another spot. But the journey out there at the beginning was just fantastic. I mean, watching the water flying off the sides of the boats, and just being out there surrounded by water all around you. For people that don't do that often, it's really cool. These guys do it every day, and they still love it. So you got to say something about it. So from there we headed out about 80 miles offshore to a place they call the Canyons. And there the water was down about 650, 700 feet. And we were using pretty heavy tackle on some reels that were actually electric, that retrieve your line without having to reel it. And one of the reasons why is you're dropping down this line that's got several hooks on it and a big weight on there, and it's so far down reeling that up would take forever and kill your arm. And next, we're fishing for something called tile fish. And these are monsters. These things can get really big. And when you're reeling them up all that way, that's something you really wouldn't want to do too much, or you'd be ruined for the rest of the day. So we use those electric reels, drop down, you see it getting a hit on there, and you start bringing that thing up. We no sooner hit bottom, we started getting hits. They were just light taps. We knew fish was on, so us being novices, we had to pull them things up and see what was on there. And it was funny because here we're expecting to pull up one of these tile fish, and we ended up pulling up something called a rosy, or red rosy, I believe, rosy red. Wasn't what we were expecting, but it was a lot of fun. We had a good time, and we kept fishing, and didn't get any more tile fish. Just one of those things. Next time we're hoping to get some of those. We ate that rosy red that night, and that's a good fish. It really was. So I wouldn't mind getting some more of those someday. Anyway. Bigger one?
That's the same thing.
We get them in and trap them and then put them in the... At this point we were about 3 hours to get back to where we had started, so we started heading back, and it was a nice trip back. Got in some naps, and we just couldn't ask for a better day. It was a good time. The water was calm. The seas weren't beating us up. We headed back, and we stopped at a few places on the way back and did some looking for some more mahi fish, and we didn't find any mahi. Headed back to the house after that, and had a clean bunch of fish and had some bass for dinner and hamburgers. Overall, great time. I gotta say, we really appreciate it. And thanks a million, Jay and Morgan. And we'll be back. We'll do it again. Everybody good? Yep.